Today we're talking about the delicate lining of our blood vessels, which is called endothelium. Now, it's not simply a Teflon coating that's very slick, which it is, but it's a very active organ that interacts with the bloodstream flowing by it. And endothelial dysfunction occurs before the development of atherosclerosis and cardiovascular disease. So you want to be working properly with it, and to a large degree that's under your personal control. For example, endothelium is affected by the speed at which that blood flows by it. And when there's a good shear force across its surface, it likes it, it functions well. But after we've been sitting for just 1 hour, that blood begins to stagnate and our endothelium is not so happy. That means that every hour we need to get up and move. When you take a break, when we go to break, you should take a little walk, even if it's a brief one. Now, if you get paid to sit on your butt all day and you have a sedentary job, you should be doing an hour's exercise every day as well to compensate. Otherwise, the risk of cardiovascular disease goes up appreciably. Now, as Dr. Esselstyn mentioned, the health of our endothelium is directly affected by what we eat. You see, the endothelium manufactures this stuff called nitric oxide. It's a very strong chemical that makes your blood vessels relax, and that improves the blood flow to your organs. Now, without this chemical, your heart and your blood vessels become really stiff. And we can help or hinder that nitric oxide production based on what we put in our mouths. Now, if we're overweight, the ability of endothelium to produce that nitric oxide goes down. If the protein we eat comes from animal sources like meat, eggs and dairy, again, nitric oxide production goes down. However, a rich intake of vegetables provides nitrates that enhance endothelial function. So you might ask, is there any vegetable? Is it particular vegetables? Well, the best vegetable by far is beetroot or beets. There have been a lot of studies done recently, a lot on beet juice and how it can lower blood pressure, improve exercise endurance, either in healthy athletes, but also at the other end of the spectrum, people who have heart failure. But you don't want to take too much, so don't use more than about 1/4 of a beet a day. Now, the reason that this works is because of a substance in these vegetables called nitrates. And the next in line after beetroot for being a really good source of nitrate are these lovely green leafy vegetables here. Lettuce, chard or silver beet, celery, things like rocket or arugula, spinach, whether it's cooked or raw, and watercress. And close behind this group are these lovely tasty things, parsley, leeks and endive. And finally, that wonderful curry spice, turmeric. Now, turmeric is as good as exercise for endothelial function, but don't replace the exercise. It's even better if we eat the turmeric and we exercise. Then our endothelial function will be at peak performance, and so will we.